Hey, this is Jay Holgate with SEC Sports Report in Atlanta, Georgia. Today is National Signing Day, and it's been a huge day for recruits all around the country. I've got Dandy Don on the phone with me today. LSU has had, once again, they've had another big class. Don, let's talk about this LSU class. I appreciate you coming on tonight. Tell me about what's going on down there in Baton Rouge.
Well, Jay, it was a great day for LSU football at the recruiting day. LSU signed 27 players and, including five-star running back Spencer Ware from Cincinnati, Ohio. And Spencer Ware is really a good-looking football player. He reminds me a lot of Kevin Falk. When Kevin Falk played at LSU, he has great speed, plus he's an inside downhill runner, and I think he's definitely the number one recruit in the class. But it's also, college class. They had 16 four-star recruits in that class, and it looks like LSU's going to finish in the top 7, 8 in all the major polls.
That's awesome. I know. I was looking at the boys you guys got in there. Looks like you got a group of good group of Louisiana boys, some Florida, some Georgia. Looks like the South is very well represented.
Yeah, it is. We had 16. We had 13 players from Louisiana in this class, and we had 3 from Texas, 3 from Georgia, 2 from Florida. And then we had 2 from Alabama. So it was, we did a great job. And 2 from Tennessee. So it was really a nice class, and I guess there was two major surprises today. The number one was that Ferguson, when he announced on ESPN that he was selected LSU. I mean, the crowd just went crazy.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It sounded like maybe the Saints had scored a touchdown.
Oh. Man, it's something. It's nothing like it. I was in the home of one of the top recruits in the country yesterday, up in the upstate of South Carolina, just a couple hours from here, and got to spend the day with him. And then he actually announced in the church last night. And man, there's nothing like it when these kids, after being recruited for 3 years, they finally make a decision on where they're going to go, and it's something awesome to see.
That's right. That's like college football, when I was seeing Ferguson make his announcement, LSU picked up that cap,
Right.
Even at my age, it makes my eyes water.
Oh, I know. Well, so tell me about this class. Who do you like in this class? Who are the guys that you're excited about that may have some playing time in 2010? Who do you like in this class?
Well, I like Ware for one. I definitely think he'll see playing time at the running back because he's trying to be in it running back at LSU. And I think he'll see a lot of playing time. I like Jakhari Gore.
Okay.
Back out of Florida, out of Miami. He's a little bit on the small side. I think he'll be a player that will play on special teams. Kick returns. He's an outstanding player. I also like Ferguson, the big defensive tackle from defensive end from Hardware military guy.
Right.
He's a good-looking kid. I think he can come in and play. And I like Copeland, the defensive tackle out of Georgia. He's out of Florida, but he's a good-looking player.
Right.
It's about that entire class.
I think nothing like a good recruiting class to kind of give the school some good PR. I know that the coaches don't really get as involved in where they're ranked as much as the fans do, but it is a metric that people measure, and they're looking at it and they're kind of like, okay, where's Alabama and where's Auburn in comparison to LSU? And the reality is that there's going to be a lot of good coaching between now and the fall. So, we really don't know what this group's going to look like, but I think it's a good start. It always feels good to be in the top 10.
That's right. Recruiting is so popular now. I recall when recruiting first got started, I was in my early 40s, and there was nobody talking recruiting on radios, but there was one guy named Joe Terranova from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I was up at night, late at night, and turning my radio in a certain direction so I could hear Joe come on over a St. Louis radio station, and it just kept growing and growing and became real popular.
Right.
And I actually have some friends who enjoy recruiting actually more than the actual season.
I know. I was in the upstate of South Carolina last night, and I went to this. They were going to have an announcement at 6:00. And we went to the church at 4 just to kind of set up. I didn't think there would be a person there. There was already 10 news trucks in the parking lot and probably about 200 people 2 hours before the announcement.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It beats all I've seen in my life. I didn't expect very big crowd today at the recruiting bus in Baton Rouge. And
Right.
It started out sort of small.
Right.
But then when some of the big commitments started coming in,
Yeah.
and everybody got excited, and the more the people just rolling in, and I bet I had to leave a little early, get back home and see about my wife. But I bet I left about 6,000 people inside.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So that spring game, man, it's going to be something because, the momentum always comes from if you got a good recruiting class, everybody shows up for the spring game. So I think.
That's right. This recruiting class, like you said, it's going to carry over for the spring, and people's going to be excited about spring football. And, had we finished outside the top front in this recruiting class, Les Miles was already a little bit skating on thin ice.
Right.
And had recruiting class, people, LSU fans wouldn't have been very happy going into spring training, but they're going to be fired up now. This is great.
Yeah, no, there's a couple coaches skating on thin ice right now that have had winning records. So I don't think you guys are the only team that are dealing with those issues. But
that's cool. And Jay, talking about the SEC, boy, the SEC had a great day, didn't they?
Oh man, they did. I mean,
finished up number 1 in all the polls, and Auburn and Alabama, finished like 3rd and 4th and 5th. Then it came in, you got LSU that finished, and 6th and 7th, things like that. Then Tennessee sort of surprised me a little bit. They finished and run the half camp and 2 or 3 polls, and I wasn't expecting that out of Tennessee, but I'll tell you about they hired a great coach, and Tennessee football is going to be good.
It is, and they snuck down here to Georgia and got a couple boys out off of Mark Richt's list. So I think that rivalry is going to be a little bigger next year. Auburn did a good job of getting some guys too off of some other rosters. So it's going to be wild next year. I think everybody's going to be ready for it. But Don, I appreciate it, man. I really I'm glad to hear about LSU. I'm glad you guys finished out. Really, you guys are right borderline top 5 class. I'm happy for you guys, and I appreciate you coming on. And
okay, it's a pleasure. I think Les Miles filled it. He needed some defensive linemen, and he ended up signing 3 outstanding defensive linemen. He needed some wide receivers, and we signed 5.
Yeah.
And one player I didn't mention was Jarrett Fobbs out of Huntington High School in Shreveport. He's a great player. He's just one of those guys like Gore, except he's a little bigger, and he's a kick and punt return guy. I mean, you sign all these players who is an athlete that can do more than one thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of like kind of 3 players in one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good day for LSU.
It was. I'm with you. So, Don, I appreciate it.